Diego! 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 Who did this to you? It was the Lone Ranger. Lone Ranger.
Howdy, stranger.
Buenos dias, senores. How are you fixed for the water?
Get the canteen, Danny.
Gracias, senor. Now, if you could spare a little for my horse,
Horse? Huh. Stranger, that's all the water we got.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're running a little short. The Lone Ranger said there was water just ahead. He'd post the trail so we could find it.
The Lone Ranger? How long ago was he here?
Not more than 2 hours ago.
Gracias, senores.
I'm going to ride back and mark the trail for the Daniels party.
Me wait here.
You might be making a mistake.
I'm making no mistake. Start drawing because I'm going to start shooting. If the Lone Ranger is too much of a coward to die fighting, he will die anyway.
It's all right, Tonto. Don't shoot. Hold it.
Go ahead, shoot me, like you did my brother.
Who was your brother?
Maybe you remember. Diego Vasquez, homesteading near San Ramon. As my brother, he died in my arms. He tell me the Lone Ranger shoot him in the back.
I'll make a deal with you. Put off killing the Lone Ranger for at least 3 days and ride with me to San Ramon. I'll help you clear this thing up.
I will not bargain with a murderer. I took an oath.
Give me your word that you'll hold off for 3 days.
Why should I?
At the end of that time, I'll face you with any weapons you choose.
I have the word of a bandido on that?
You have the word of the Lone Ranger.
Está bueno. I will give my word.
It's taken us 2 days of hard riding to come this far, but the town of San Ramon can be reached from here in a couple of hours. We'll rest here tonight and start looking around in the morning.
Tonto been looking around today. See everywhere many herd.
Oh, it's cattle country. Since the government threw open a section of it to homesteading, there's been plenty of trouble.
Trouble like many nuts in rawhide.
When the Jed Scott party arrives from the east, it's going to tangle things up a lot more.
Jed Scott, he important man?
Well, the homesteaders have elected him their leader. Yes, there's a lot to be done, but there's still time to do it. The Scott wagon train hasn't arrived in San Ramon yet.
comes Thorne.
Hank, your signals.
Good. We'll get him in the pass. That'll be the end of them.
Be sure and get Jed Scott. The boss doesn't want him to reach San Ramon.
There's Torrey Pass. Just beyond it lies San Ramon.
Whoop!
Lead is Jed Scott.
Hello! Hello! There is an ambush ahead.
Form a barricade!
Form a barricade!
They're being warned.
Man up! We'll charge them!
Split up. They're going back. We've beaten them off.
I know him. He works for Craig Dolan.
One of Craig Dolan's men.
Who is this Craig Dolan?
He's the biggest cattleman in the West, and he's sworn to keep homesteaders from settling the country. Maybe Dolan can explain what you were doing with those raiders. I think I'll send you back to him.
Well, this hombre recognized him as one of your men, Dolan. Jed Scott thought it'd be a good idea to bring him along to you.
So Scott wants me to account for a wrangler I fired last week, eh? You tell him that outlaws and raiders are his own worry. I'm not holding the hands of whimpering nesters so they can fence my water holes and plow under good grazing land. By the way, Vasquez, speaking of nesters, are you going to lead a man's life and raise cattle, or have you returned to San Ramon to do dirt farming?
Not now, Dolan. There is another thing I have yet to finish.
Where's Uncle?
He's inside. Take my sister's horse to the stable. I'm going in to see him now. 2 men from Jed Scott's party just arrived with a wounded man.
What about you? You must be a nester if you're with Jed Scott.
I just joined the wagon train this morning because it was heading my way.
Oh. What happened to you, Tucker? Tucker holds a grudge against the nesters, too. But he's not smart. He tried to fight them and the law at the same time.
Why did they bring him to you, Uncle?
I don't know. If Jed Scott wanted to accuse me of trying to kill nesters, why didn't he come here himself? Tell him I'll see him in San Ramon. I'd take the trouble because I believe in giving every man a fair warning before I step on him. By the way, take Tucker to town with you. I don't have to be the sheriff.
Guess we'd better be going. Come on.
understand Scott's bringing up-to-date maps and a proclamation that'll open up most of the water rights to the homesteaders.
Round up the men and have them in town tonight.
Yes, sir.
Before my brother and I stake out land here, how good he will look facing the muzzle of my six-shooter.
Take my advice, fella, and stay clear of him. The Lone Ranger hands out justice in his own way.
Dolan's coming.
Scott, I've got some information you'd be real glad to know. But I've got to tell you someplace in private.
Some other time.
Oh, no. It won't keep. It's got to do with the water rights.
Lead the way. I'll be right back. Be so mysterious, man. Come on, out with it, out with it.
Listen, Scott, what I'm about to tell you will amaze you.
Dead, Sheriff. Drilled through the heart. The shot came through that window. I couldn't see who it was.
You were going out that window when it broke in here, Scott.
Well, sure, I was going to go after...
Trying to make a getaway, huh?
Just what to expect of a nester.
Ah, the whole thing's a plot. Scott's innocent. Jed Scott, I came over to talk to you tonight, but it seems you're taking matters in your own hands.
Dolan, I had nothing to do with it.
You may be telling the truth. As far as I'm concerned, you're guilty till you're proved innocent.
It's a trick to keep me from proving the homesteaders have legal rights.
Sheriff, take him away. We cattlemen have been accused of not cooperating with the homesteaders. Why should we? Why should we lend aid to a mistake? A mistake that will ruin the West if it gets a foothold. We've got as much right to this country as you have. Not till you fought for the land the way we did. And I give you fair warning, you've got to fight for every last inch of it.
The Lone Ranger's got Jed Scott! Scott?
well, amigo. Whether you wanted it or not, this one time you have kept your bargain with me.
So you finally caught up with him. Let's see who he is.
Logan,
Guess I'm done for.
you have deserved this. My brother, he was so young.
Yeah, I remember. I plugged your brother because he was causing us too much trouble.
Did you kill Doc Grover back at the saloon?
Slade was at the window.
Well, I guess that evens the score with your brother's murderer.
Yeah. But I cannot figure out how it comes that this Logan is the Lone Ranger.
That's easy. That fellow was an imposter.
Oh, but who is the Lone Ranger?
It's all right, Tonto. Don't shoot.
You?
I had to keep you in the dark until the situation worked itself out.
Madre mia. You know, you have fooled me altogether. I would have never believed anything.
You see, Juan, you finished what you set out to do. But my job is just beginning. There's trouble and bloodshed in San Ramon, and someone behind it who must be brought to justice.
My people taught me to know, friend. Senor, mi casa es su casa. All I have is yours.
Gracias. I left Jed Scott headed for town to give himself up to the sheriff. Supposing you ride to San Ramon and tell him what you know about the fake Lone Ranger.
Pues sí, amigo.
And in the meantime, I'll look up Slade and see what I can find out about the killing of Doc Grover.
Está bueno.
Can you tell us where we can find Jed Scott and his party?
Scott's in jail.
In jail?
Yeah, for murder. You can find the rest of his party camped at the south edge of town.
Thanks. Now, you and Hardin are to start rumors that friends of Doc Grover's is round over his being killed. I lay it on thick. Let the settlers think that Scott's life ain't safe even in jail.
What's the idea?
Scott's men will march on the jail to protect him. That's where we come in. The sheriff ain't going to give up his prisoner.
Oh, I get it. We uphold the law. During the shooting, we account for a good many of the nesters.
I'll round up the boys. Stand by.
You'd better hurry if you want to save Jed Scott. The nesters are organizing to march on the jail and get Jed Scott by force.
That don't make sense, seeing as how Jed Scott gave himself up last night.
Well, all I'm telling you is what I know to be a fact.
Say, listen, Slade, how long do I have to stay out of sight anyhow?
Until Logan gets back here with the news that Jed Scott's out of the way.
I didn't mind being shot with a blank or playing corpse for a while. I didn't dream that you'd carry things this far. Hi, Logan.
Sit down. Logan died last night. Get up against that wall. you.
Hey, Slade! Hey, Slade!
See what he wants. Hurry up.
The nest has been talked into trying to free Scots from jail. Get to San Ramon and be in on the shooting. Boss's orders.
Close the door. So your friends are planning a little massacre in town, eh?
What do we do, Daniel?
Go and get your guns and come on.
Let's go get them. Come on.
The minute we hear shooting, we'll go to the help of the sheriff.
We've come to get Jed Scott. Well, he ain't going to get him. He's a prisoner of the law, awaiting fair trial. All we know, he's going to have a fair trial. Now stop it, all of you. Go on back to camp, peaceably.
Just a minute. Just a minute, men. Just a minute. I think we'd better get the men back to the camp.
I'll break a window.
Rush for it. Look! He's still in there! Just stop! He's still in there!
Scott! Jed Scott! Where are you? I've got Jed Scott. Hurry, Juan.
Come on, Silver! Come on! Come on! Venga, Silver! Venga!
I want to thank you for saving the life of my prisoner. It sure was a narrow escape.
I have evidence proving that Jed Scott is innocent of murder, Sheriff. Evidence that will satisfy any court.
In that case, we'll get a hold of Judge Miller pronto and arrange an early trial. All right. You may be seated. We are ready, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Jed Scott, take the stand. Jed Scott, you're accused of murdering Doc Grover. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Your Honor, this man was found in a room with the deceased, and he was holding a gun in his hand.
Just a moment. Your Honor, I can prove that Jed Scott is innocent.
Judge Miller, I object to a masked man being allowed to interfere with court proceedings.
The Lone Ranger has the respect of all law-abiding people. He stands for justice. The court will be glad to listen to whatever he has to say. You may proceed.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, the supposedly murdered man, Doc Grover, is alive.
Order. This is hardly believable. How can you prove it?
By producing Grover alive to this court. Tonto is bringing him in. They should be here any moment.
If what you say is true, the prisoner will be released. The court will recess for 30 minutes.
Put him up.
We'll take him to the cave.
Get going.
Gentlemen, we will have to proceed with the case.
But, Your Honor, I know the man is alive. Just a few more minutes.
Judge Miller, I insist we go on with this trial immediately.
Order. The sheriff will proceed with his evidence against Scott.
Your Honor, isn't it true that the burden of proving guilt rests with the state?
That's right.
Then I demand that the body of Doc Grover be produced, thereby proving his death before proceeding with this trial.
The request is entirely in order. Where is Grover buried?
Why, out to his ranch, I was told.
The jury and the prisoner will accompany the court to the ranch this afternoon and view the remains.
Judge Miller, I protest.
Court is adjourned.
Tonto must be in trouble, or he would have arrived in time. You watch and see what happens. I've got to locate Grover before they reach the ranch.
Sí, está bueno.
Tonto, Scout.
How far is it to Grover's Ranch?
Oh, about 2 miles. That's deep enough. Come on. Better get back to the cave. I'm staying here until they bring Grover's body.
What's up?
Take care of the horses. The Lone Ranger asked Judge Miller to produce Doc's corpse.
That's a good one. I ain't dead.
We ain't got nothing against you, Doc, but the judge and the whole court's going out to your ranch this afternoon to have a look at your remains. And we gotta have a corpse for him to look at.
You can't do that.
Too bad, Doc. The boss has already sent Slade and some of the boys out to dig a grave. And we got to have you in it by the time the judge and the rest of them get there.
Well, now, listen, man. You can't do that to me. You've got to let me go.
No use, Doc. Gotta do it. Blindfolded.
No, please. Wait a minute. No, please, you can't do this. Listen, boys. Now, listen, Floyd, please. Please, boy. Listen, please. Please don't.
Hold it. Drop that gun.
Don't let him shoot me.
Release Tonto. Get over. Get rid of those guns. Tie them up, Tonto.
The Lone Ranger knew you wouldn't find Doc in there.
That doesn't prove Doc wasn't murdered. How do we know the Lone Ranger didn't rob that grave?
That's right. How do we know?
Wait a minute, men.
Scott's guilty. I saw some nesters making off with Grover's body.
This is one time we aim to see justice done. Are we going to let him get away with it?
No. Wait, you can't do this.
Oh, yes, we can.
Oh, let's get back.
Get down. Come on.
Get down.
Bring up that horse.
Judge Miller, I demand that Jed Scott be absolved of all the charges against him.
The case is dismissed, and when I find out who's responsible for this outrage, I shall certainly see that the law takes its course.
Who's behind it? Well, he's the man that...
You hurt, Ben?
Oh, just a bruise. Silver for my bullets.
You got here just in time.
Once again, Gracia. What about Slade?
He's dead.
You say Slade knew who was behind this?
Yes, he was one of your uncle's men, wasn't he?
Are you trying to pin this on my uncle?
No, but somebody's trying to stop homesteading around here.
Well, they're going to take up our homesteads anyhow. There'll be a meeting at the land office tomorrow morning. I've got some important news. Better tell Craig Dolan to be there, too.
I will. You men can file on all the homesteads you want, but you'll find it's going to be pretty dry business. You can see from this map that the land with water on it is not open for entry.
That may have been true last year, Dolan, but 6 months ago, the government passed a bill opening all land in this valley. Here's a copy of it.
All right. You can stake out your claims, but let me warn you, you're going to have trouble holding them. Black raiders will stop at nothing. Murder, pillage. When you're fighting these outlaws, don't come sniveling to me for help, or to any other cattleman. Come on, Bart.
We can go ahead now. Come on. Let's break the news the land's open.
Black raiders, eh? Amigo, it looks like a Jeopardy known region.
Lone Ranger rides?
Yes, it feels like trouble in the wind for the settlers. We're going to keep an eye on the Dolan Ranch.
Don't you know a good place to watch from?
We'll go there right away.
He's headed for the Badlands, where the Black Raiders hang out. Come on.
What's up? The nesters are staking out the water holes. And your orders are to take care of them.
I'll follow that black raider. You two follow the other one.
Me lost trail on Hard Rock. That is too bad.
I've done it. I've got a path picture as there is in the valley.
Thank you. Well, what parcel you claiming, Powers?
Section 14, Unit 5.
That's a good piece of land.
Thanks. I reckoned it was when I picked it out.
Well, they're filing. Those claims haven't been allowed by Washington yet. Any more outside?
Nope. I'm the last one. Thanks.
Well, I reckon I can close up. Oh, mind if I use your safe again, Sheriff? These claim papers are pretty valuable. Wrap them up and bring them along. Remember the combination?
Oh, sure.
Right, 14, left, 3, right, 9, left to 13.
That's it.
Wait a minute. They'll be safe there, all right. Every night I take this string and tie it from the safe door to a gun. Anybody fooling with that combination will get a load of buckshot. That's a clever idea.
The orders are to get them papers out of the safe before morning.
Outside of the sheriff, the land office clerk is the only one who knows the combination.
That's being taken care of. Rance and Blackie is laying in wait for the land office clerk right now. They'll take him to that old barn in Rock Meadows and sweat the combination out of him.
What'll I do in the meantime?
You better keep a watch on the office.
What do you want with me? Why have you brought me here?
Quiet, we'll ask the questions.
Hand me those nippers. No, no, don't hurt me. that safe and we'll let you go. Give me a bullet. Come on.
Sure. Sure, I'll tell you. Right, 14. Left, 3. Right, 9. Left to 13. 13's an unlucky number.
Got it. Then what?
That's all. Then you open it.
Take care of the men inside. That winner. We can't let the fellow identify us.
Say, you promised. You can't.
Shut up. You talk too easy. Step back.
But I won't tell. I'll forget I ever saw you.
Yes, we saw it. Seems to be very sound. Wake up soon. Now, wait up, Uncle. Tie him up.
The reason I was so willing to give him the combination of the safe is because there's a trap set there. Get the bucket. The first man to touch that safe door will get his head blown off.
Oh, Senor Ranger. He'll be there about now.
What's the matter?
Vámonos, Uncle.
Get away from that safe. See if the safe's open.
Those claims have the official stamp on them. By watching them, they'll give deeds to whatever property they call for. Those nesters could change them to include all the rangeland in the San Ramon Valley. Sheriff, I want those file claims back.
Yeah, but where are they?
The Lone Ranger been working with the nesters. He'd probably give them to Scott. I'm within my legal rights when I demand you get those claims back so the clerk can look them over before they're sent on to Washington.
That's right. I'll take my deputy and we'll go on.
You'll need more help than that. Bart, get some of the men.
Right.
Come, Sue.
You men will ride with the sheriff and pretend to help him. But make sure that those claims are destroyed. And if you run into the Lone Ranger, my offer still stands. $5,000 in gold. Well, there's nothing there. But I know you've got him, and I... Well, never mind. Let's get back to San Ramon.
He started to say something and quit. You're right. He's not through yet.
I reckon I'll follow him away.
We'll stay here a while. Lawson, get behind them rocks and keep your eyes open.
Here he comes. They're waiting down the road a ways.
This is exactly what I expect from them.
What'll we do? Juan and I'll try something. Get the claims and put them in his saddlebag.
Chair back.
Yeah, but get a bundle of papers, anything. Tonto's waiting for me at the rise. I have a plan.
Está bien.
Be careful. Watch your step. Two of them are riding off towards the pass. On your horses.
They're giving him the claims. After him.
Tonto, we go for the Rainbow Pass, eh?
the cliff and drop down behind the shack. As soon as they drop down, we'll rush them. We'll never catch up with him now. Come on, we have to take the sheriff's body back to San Ramon.
Well, I reckon we'll have to elect a new sheriff.
Hey, Dolan, will they hold the election for the new sheriff right away?
Just as soon as it can be arranged.
We've got enough votes to see that the man elected sheriff gives the settlers a square deal.
Any capable man suits me as long as he's honest.
We've got the right man, and here he is. Men, we nesters are putting up Paul Daniels for sheriff.
What? Well, that suits me. Why, that's all right.
Well, now, I didn't figure that you'd choose me.
I reckon you cattlemen will have your own candidate, won't you?
Why, certainly. Deputy Joe Parker is the logical man for the job.
Now, men, the first thing we've got to do is let the word out there's going to be an election.
What can I do?
You get on your horse, ride around, and tell everybody to vote for your Paul.
Yeah, it'll be easy.
You fellows get on your horses, ride around, and spread the news. I've just come from a meeting. We've nominated Daniels for sheriff. Now, we don't want anything that ain't rightfully ours. All we want is a chance to develop our farms in peace. But we'll never have peace so long as there's a sheriff in San Ramon who is in sympathy with the cattlemen.
That's right.
Daniels must beat Joe Parker in this election. So it's up to you men to round up all the settlers and see that they get in here to vote. Powers, you get Prescott and Merritt.
Right.
Evans, you ride up Bald Canyon and tell the folks there.
I'm on my way.
Simpkins, you ride west. The rest of you men cover the valley. I'll take care of the people here in town. Now hurry to it.
As long as the sheriff was cattle-minded, we had plenty of chance to keep those nesters in their place. But if he gets their own man in, he can cause plenty of trouble for us. They'll elect their own man, all right. They can outvote the cattlemen 2-1. But one man ain't hard to stop. Daniels could have an accident awful easy.
You know I don't hold to that sort of thing.
I'll find some way to stop him.
What do you want?
Oh, excuse me. I thought you were someone else.
Don't go away. What's on your mind?
Well, I was going to ask you to vote for my dad, but I guess you ranchers won't want to after that.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. You can't tell. Us cattlemen ain't always as bad as we're painted. Why don't you ride up to camp with us and tell us about your dad? You can't never tell. We might be able to throw a lot of votes his way.
Sure.
Take him on up to the cave. We'll be along in a few minutes.
All right, come on, kid.
What's the idea of this place? When old man Daniel hears we've got his kid, maybe he'll change his mind about running for sheriff.
There. Do you feel more comfortable now?
I sure do, Miss Sue. And it was right neighborly of you to come over and help us out.
It was no trouble at all, Mrs. Daniels.
What is it, Bob?
Your son is safe, but you'd better come up to the Painted Gorge and talk over this election.
Daddy! Oh, what are we going to do?
Don't worry.
I'm going to get Danny.
What can you do alone? Why don't you get some of
If
them?
you want to help, tell some of the men I've gone to Painted Gorge. Don't worry, Ma.
I'll be right back.
Where's my son? He's all right. We got a proposition to make to you. Now, here's all you have to do. Wait until the morning of Election Day, then quit and let Lawson get elected. You do that, and you'll get your son back safe and sound. Where's my boy?
In the cave, up the gorge away. First side canyon to the left.
They've got Danny in the Painted Gorge, and his father's gone after him alone. Can you find the Lone Ranger?
Me find it.
Get me back to town. I'm hurt bad.
Drop your guns and reach. You heard me. I said drop.
Tie him up. Get outside and stand guard. We don't want any more surprise visits.
It may be a trap, but I'm going anyway. Wait here.
time Daniels got past us and headed for the cave.
Go and take my horse. You and Murdoch get up there. I'll take care of Hart.
This'll teach you not to meddle in our business. Hold it. You seem to be pretty clever with your hands. I think I'll let you try that on me. Get over here. Danny, untie your dad. All right, come on. Tie them up, Danny. That should take care of the gentleman.
Somebody's coming out.
Just a minute. Toss those guns over the edge.
Dad's still alive.
We've got to get him to a doctor, Danny, and you men are going to help. Get some blankets from the cave.
Honest, we thought he was a raider. We had to tip there's raiders in this cave.
You can do your explaining later. Right now, get him on the stretcher. And be careful. Easy now.
He's going to pull through. But it is a slow process. He mustn't be moved for several weeks.
Come now, Ma. Danny, I guess you'll have to be the head of the house for a while.
Bowen and Murdoch have been freed.
What do you mean?
20 minutes after you turned them over to the deputy and had them locked up in jail, someone bailed them out. But we couldn't find out who it was.
Which only goes to show that what we need is an honest sheriff in San Ramon.
If only this did not happen to Senor Daniels.
The election's to be held tomorrow, and the ballots are all printed. But there's nothing to stop the settlers from writing in the name of the man that they want. I'm not in the running anymore, and I can't think of a better man for the job than Jed Scott.
Well, that'll do it.
There's still time to get word to everyone.
But Jed Scott's up in Mesa Valley.
Vegas, Tonto, and I will go after him at once. We'll bring him back.
Good. The rest of us boys will spread word around about tomorrow's election.
Good day. Jed, I reckon it's going to be a landslide for you. The settlers are outvoting the cattlemen 2-1.
Polls are now closed. The ballots will be counted officially tomorrow morning, and there'll be a new sheriff in San Ramon. Jed Scott. Joe Parker. Scott. That's all. Joe Parker, 98. Jed Scott, 147.
Now us nesters will get a square deal. It's Jed Scott. Scott wins.
Congratulations, Mr. Scott.
Thank you, Miss Dolan.
I wish you luck.
Thanks. Dolan, I'll try to make a good sheriff and see that everybody gets a square deal. But I'll need help. So I'm appointing Andrews, Vasquez, Evans, and Powers deputy sheriffs.
Come on, Sue.
Parker.
Yeah?
Would you mind turning in that badge?
It's bad enough to have a Nestor sheriff, but all the deputies, too. Those Nestors will be able to get away with murder. And what chance have I of getting him justice?
You've got the right to ask the sheriff for help, too. If those deputies were kept busy protecting your cattle, they wouldn't have so much time to look after their Nestor friends.
I can look after my own cattle without asking help from any farmers.
But suppose some outlaws, say the Black Raiders, start rustling your stock. You know that herd of cattle on Ball Creek?
Sure.
Well, you're going to steal them.
Me, Russell Dolan, stock?
That's right. Only it won't be Dolan that goes after you. That'll be a job for the new Nestor sheriff and his deputies.
What's the idea?
Just that we aim to get those deputies out into a nice, quiet place where we can take care of them.
Ah, I get you. And not only that, but those blasted rustlers wounded 2 of my best men.
Which way were they traveling?
Toward Meadow Pass.
We'll get on it right away.
Good luck, boys.
Scott, we've got to do something about those Black Raiders. They're getting out of hand.
Isn't it strange that rustling should break out just when Jed Scott gets into office?
See? And it is very strange that Dolan should be asking for help.
Yeah, the whole thing looks planned. I'll get Tonto and scout around a little. You boys trail the herd. I'll watch the Dolan ranch and meet you here later.
right back a ways. We're going out the other side of the pass. Should you see those deputies coming, let us know. Get over behind those rocks. When they come through, don't miss them.
An ambush. Right back and bring the others here.
It's the Lone Ranger's Indians. Get up. Get going. He was riding to warn the others. They're coming. Get to cover. I'll take care of him.
The ranger turned Lynch over to the deputies, and they took him to jail.
A fine mess. Lynch will tell plenty to save his own neck.
Oh, don't get excited. We won't give him a chance. Now listen, Colt.
I just had a talk with the prisoner. He's ready to tell us everything.
You boys stay here and keep us covered.
that? We'll find out. Hey, what's going... Got an idea.
On the roof. Get back!
How are you, Juan?
She's all right. Just a little crease.
Didn't work.
We've got to wipe out that crowd if it takes a pitched battle.
Well, I don't know, Bart. My men are getting pretty spooky. They ain't strong for fighting federal men.
They can't back out now. You tell them to meet me up in Plain Tree Mine. I'll show them who's boss.
All right.
Bart.
So you're the one behind these outrages?
Sure I am. Somebody's got to stop these nesters from grabbing up all our land.
My own nephew. Now, I begin to understand. It explains a lot of things.
You're willing to fool around, trying to stay within the law, and you're losing fast. Well, someday this ranch is going to be mine, and I'm going to see to it that it's protected. There's only one way to keep nesters out, and that's with gun smoke. What are you aiming to do?
I'm taking you to town.
To town?
Dolans have always been fighters. You're the first one that hasn't fought square. You're going to pay for your crookedness, Bart. I'm turning you over to the sheriff.
Is he hurt badly?
I don't know. It was the Lone Ranger. He fired through the window. I fired back, but I guess I missed.
You mean to say it was the Lone Ranger who shot Dolan?
Sure. When I get my hands on him, I'll...
So you saw me shoot him, eh? You say the shots came through that window?
Sure.
Carry him to the couch. Watch him, Tonto. If bullets were fired through that window from the outside, the holes in the screen would be punched in. Instead, they're punched out. Those shots were fired inside this room.
Anybody makes a move out.
Gort, you know what you're doing.
Quiet. Drop those guns. Get in that room. All of you. You too.
Hold it. Tonto.
He's badly hurt.
We'll do all we can for him.
Bart. Black Raider. Pine Tree Mine.
That's all we need to know. Go on, you get a doctor. Tonto and I will go after Bart.
I'm riding with you men from now on. We're going to clean things up. Get my horse out of sight and then keep watch. Come inside and I'll give you the layout. To try to get behind them. Keep them behind the rocks so they can't see me leave. Hold it. Drop those guns. you coming. Get out of here.
Wait here. I'll see if they went down this way.
Let it go. That'll stop them. Come on.
Me think it killed you, sure.
Yes, it was close enough, Tonto. By now, the raiders have gotten away. Let's get back to Dolan's ranch.
The doctor says he'll live, but he'll probably never ride again.
I'm sorry to hear that, Dolan.
I deserved it. I was so rabid about the Nesters. I couldn't see what was going on in my own family.
Well, the trouble should be over now. The new land registrar will straighten out all the difficulties about the claims, and I don't think Bart will cause us any more trouble.
You don't know my nephew. He's always been willful, had his own way. Now that he can't have it, he's gone crazy, mad. He'll cause you trouble. Plenty. Better be on your guard.
Thanks for the advice. We'll keep our eyes open. We'd better go now.
Do you think we'd better warn Jet Scott and the others?
Yes, we'll head for town and organize patrols to guard the whole valley.
I'm afraid we're licked, Bart. I'm not licked as long as I can fight. We've fooled around with these halfway measures long enough. From now on, it's going to be a war to the finish. I'll wipe out every settler in the valley and account for the Lone Ranger once and for all.
That's a pretty big order.
I can do it.
There ain't 20 men in this valley that'll throw in with you.
The back country's full of rustlers and outlaws. They'll do anything for money. I'll round up every desperado and gunman in the territory.
Bart will pay you good, besides what you can pick up for yourselves. All right? And there'll be plenty of money, plenty of grub.
Take the Evans place first, and work along the river. You boys ride north and then swing west. Clean them out as you go. That takes care of the farthest away places. When the other men get here, we'll go after the rest of them. Get going.
And the settlers is all meeting at the fort.
I'll go right out there and get them organized.
I'll be up there right away.
Get your family and head for the Dopey Fort.
Are coming. You ride to the Adobe Fort. I'll help you hold them off.
Here?
Yes, I think so. How long can we hold out?
As long as our ammunition lasts, but
It's our only chance. Boys, open up that gate.
settlers is over there in the fort.
Good. Come on!
It's Bart Tolan.
See, he has a lot of men with him.
They can't have much ammunition. Ride in on them. Draw the fire. Make them burn up what powder they have.
All right, men, check your guns. Stand by, everybody. You fellas get on that platform.
Follow me.
All right, now let them have it. Hold your shots, men.
They fired plenty that time. A few more like that.
Hold up, boys.
Get over to the quarry shack and bring me back a wagon load of powder.
All right.
There's a massacre in San Ramon Valley.
Massacre?
Yes, the homesteaders are holed up in the old adobe fort.
But,
Quick, man. There's no time to lose.
Douglas! Sound the settlers, double time.
All right, men. Let them have it. But don't waste bullets. We can't stand many more charges like that one.
That is the quarry powder wagon.
They must be to blow down these walls.
Unhook the horses. Put a short fuse on one of the kegs. Crank the wheel toward the fort and give it a shove.
Get back to the other side.
The Lone Ranger. Get it.
The Lone Ranger.
Here, put out the fuse. Come with me.
Get back, quick! May we live in peace and prosper.
So be it. There is land for all. Lone Ranger, New Mexico, as well as your mother state of Texas, owes you an overwhelming debt of gratitude. Owing to your efforts, this is now a peaceful territory. Law and order prevail. This document guarantees that now a man can with safety work in the fields, ride the range.
Won't you make your home with us?
No, my friends, I can't. In other parts of the Great West, injustice and oppression run riot. While such exist, we cannot rest.
We're so indebted to you. Won't you tell us who you are?
Lone Ranger, Godspeed to you and good luck.
I think someday, senor, our paths will cross again.
Goodbye, Juan.
Adiós, amigos.